Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black channel here at Tiger Talker, and we're going to be a little careful here coming into the afternoon. We've got Fed coming out, Chairman Powell going to speak, and so always want to be aware of something like that. So we can expect things to dry up just a tad, and they have. So here you can go in the SPY, you can see the lower left inside bar on the 60 as we can expect here. We've got, look at this day. Doji right on the opening, slight higher high. So hopefully we get something more out of the Fed and get some more action here. But if we go to the 15-minute, here's your broadening formation right here. Your higher high and your lower low. Your inside 15. That calls the high right here. Get my cursor better. And then drops back in. So we want to see if we can take that out or that out and then stay out, right? That's what we want to do. So far in the weeklies, we're still trying to, come up and take out these highs. But we'll see if we can get a little bit more out of the Fed than we normally do. Sometimes it can be a snoozer waiting for it. So on Wednesday, it's also crude day. Crude oil inventories, right? And so here you can see the number comes out. Look what they did. They take it down, stop them out, slight lower low, inside 15, and back up. And then if you go to your 30, you're going to see this. Here's an inside 30 right here, all right? Just took it up, right? Then here, this is what we look for. To take out the previous high, take out the previous low, hammer counter shooter, and bam, right there on your 30. Good to go. And that's getting some of these energies that, how far they're really going to go is another story. But it certainly did wake up OIH a bit. Here you can see this. And so having a nice day, which they don't normally have, your slobs and your Halliburtons and all that kind of stuff. XLE. Also having a nice day. Like I said, how far they're going to go is a whole nother story. And so usually just stick on the ones that have a little more movement, like your EOGs, your PXD here, your Concho, like so. And actually Fang Energy having a not too bad day here either. So like I said, I'm expecting things to dry up until we get the Fed out of the way. But just it's important to understand on Wednesdays that you're going to want to look at the energies and you don't want to look at the crude because you got that news coming out, right? We also had some nice gappers, ARWR. And you can see this thing just took off. And this is one thing that we look for, right? If you get a lower middle. Once this goes green coming through here, yeah, we're looking to take this out and be outside month, and if we're strong enough to take that out, which it did, and that's where it exhausts. So then you'd have to work on all this stuff. But we call that pivot machine gun when you're coming back to previous range, right? All gone, right? And that's exactly when it stalls out, right? So if you go down to here, you're going to see this. The inside 15 continuation right here. Right there, and that's above 48.17, and that spiked up into exhaustion. And then here's your reversal, get you out. I think there's a nice 5-minute here, and this is another thing we look for, right? The inside bar, take it down, and then boom, right back to the highs, and you did it right here too. The inside bar pokes down a little bit, and then off she goes. Continuation 5, and then it does it here again. So a lot of good entries on there, depending on how fast you are. We also have vaccine stuff, guys, going here. INO, I-N-O, and here you can go up the upper middle. This is what we're looking for. The inside weak back through previous range, right? It is. That was nice right here, and it gave you the opportunity because it traveled right through it on the weekly above 1189, trading 1723. That's not bad, huh? Okay, and if you go to a 60, you'll see this. Here you go. The inside 60 give me the measured move. Very nice. Up, inside, off she goes, reconfirming that. And potentially the outside month. It's got some distance to go, but it's been higher in the past, and here she comes. You've got NVAX. And NVAX, also here in the upper middle, the 2 down. Weekly reversal here. Above 99.41, trading 121. Not bad. It also traveled through there with the inside day here. You see in the upper left. All right. And a little faster on the 60, but let's see if there's a nice 15er to get you in here. Oh, here you go. You seen this one before? Well, for one, here's your inside. For here, inside bar, pokes down. Boom. Going to stop these guys out and hopefully get a little bit more. So that's how you get in on that one. Marna, we'll see if Marna's going to heat up. Marna to a lesser extent, but still on that weekly reversal here, right? And coming back to the previous range. So we'll see. You can watch them all together. If we go to ZBH, And ZBH here on the inside week here to the upside, all right? Inside bar consolidation going to the upside, had a nice run. Now you can see it's drying up a little bit, but we'll get a 60 here. Now 60 back down, so you can see if that pokes back through here and comes back up on that. Okay, we've got Eastman Chemical. And Eastman Chemical, been talking about this one for a while, right? Why? Because the inside month here on the upper middle coming back through this range. Still working. There's your weekly, still working. If we go to S-back, the tower's coming up here a little bit. S-back, taking this stuff out. And like I said, here's the monthly. Once it comes here, because it poked down, we're going to look to take this out and then take those guys out in one shot. And that tells us American Tower. Here, and coming up through all that, and CCI to keep an eye on that too. And all those trying to go tonight, so we can see if we can get this outside month lower middle. If we go to Deckers, and Deckers, here you can see in the monthly, looking to see if we can go outside on the month, because it changed, comes back into the range, and starts powering up. And then here on the weekly, once again, slight lower low pokes down, boom, there's your reversal back through previous range on Deckers and still going. Give you a nice inside day here up in the upper left here too. If we go to URI, and URI now here on the weekly, this is in the weekend video, so it's still inside month if you get a lower middle, but we'll take this out, outside weekly, then pokes down, boom, coming back through there. Now we're going to see if we can go take out these highs. Having a nice day now, just stalling out like a lot of things. If we go to Rider Systems, letter R, and Rider Systems here, if you go down the lower middle, you're going to see inside month to the upside, right? And so that triggers here, see that? Higher high, lower low, boop, and right through there, right? And then you get your inside 60 right here, going into the highs. If we go to FISV, and FISV, here, you can see here on the weekly, takes out the lows, takes out the highs, you stop them this way, and then boom, coming back through here. Here's your 2-2 reversal over 98.77. Looking to see if we can take a little bit more of that out. And then lower middle, see if we can go outside month on this thing, all right? And then what's this here on the 60? Seen this pattern before? The inside bar pokes down, stops them out, and then boom, right back up. That's what we look for. If we go to Go-Go Boots, Go-Go, and Go-Go stalling out here on the 60 right now, but you can see that inside weak to the upside, right? Gives you that call after chopping them up, so you can see the difference between having that consolidation and then breaking, or when it's forming here on the daily on the upper left. You get chopped up in there trading the inside bar. If we go to KTOS, NVAX goes to the highs. KTOS, once again here, you can see the lower middle, inside month to the upside. Now coming back through these guys, right? There's some short-term exhaustion risk as you go through here. Is it inside week as well? Yeah, it's also an inside week combination. Inside week breaking the inside month, both sides of that. And then if you go to the 60, what are you going to see here? You're going to see an inside bar. Inside 60 reconfirms the month and the week to the upside with full time frame continuity to the upside. If we go to MRSN, here, the inside day after the gap, and boom, off she goes. And so if you go to the 60, a little trickier on here, but see if there's any good 30s in there. You get a 30 here, inside 30 there. And off she goes. NKLA, this is another fun one. And NKLA does this. Remember, we talked about this. The outside month, down the lower middle, and then the outside week, pokes down, but then changes continuity by coming back. So you had an inside day yesterday, but gap down on that. Better stay down, otherwise you go green, and you're going to go outside bar, which it did. All right, there was a nice early 15er in there. There's a 60. This one to finish it off. Pokes down, goes green here, and then takes that out. 15er does this. Here, right on the opening. Gap down, come back, boom, measured move, and just take them right out in one nice shot there in 15 minutes. If we go to APPS, talked about this yesterday, all right, after having a nice day, all right, and you could go upper middle, There it is, the inside weak, right? This is lower low, inside, back up, 2, 1, 2, reversal, and boom, back to the previous range. Take out all these guys in one shot. And if you're lucky, still going because you got all that kind of green stuff in there. And we'll see what we can get out of this here. There's a little inside 60 and upper there, right there. We got Beyond the Meats coming up a little bit here. And just tried to go 22260, doesn't go. I want to see if we can get a rebreak here of 156.60, all right, because we're an outside month here. Bright green on the week now and bright green on the day. Like I said, we can expect things to stall out a tad here, so just be aware of that. DraftKings. Jordan for 3. And still going, and it's just nice long nice long green bars on the week and the day and the month, and that's what you look for. And then you try and find yourself a nice entry here. This inside 60 up didn't go too far on that, but we'll see if we can get anything else out of it. If we go to the downside, a lot of the usual suspects not playing well today. You got your Facebook is inside day and down. Amazon doing nothing, had an inside day and pokes up and comes back through. Nvidia, look at all this not participation in the fangers and the big boys just yet. Well, we'll see what kind of rotation we get coming forward here after the Fed. You got Splunk here, trying to go inside day and down, right? Bright red on the month, all this kind of stuff. ILMN gets lumped, and there's like an M&A blog or whatever, and apparently it wasn't enough. And you can see on the daily, I was already making higher highs, lower low, higher high, lower low, and now it does it all in one shot, one giant broadening formation, outside weaker. So there was, I think, a nice fiver in this thing when it happened. Yeah, the inside 5 minute and down right here. Puke, right? And so it might be a little fast for some, but certainly of interest to see if that thing wants to continue to crater. We'll see if there's any more signals on that. Now it's trying to go inside 60. Adobe on the gap list. And Adobe here. Once this thing was red and coming back through here, we're going outside day. Right? We're going to pummel this thing. It was a little quick on that one, but it did its job. And not sure if there was a 15er on that one. Here you go. The outside pokes down, then goes inside. There was your continuation right there. So we'll see if anything more comes from Adobe. Right now, trying to go 2 down, 2 up. So for the next hour, if we get any signals here to take out 482.50, you're right there right now. Maybe we can get a little bit more downside. Snap-on SNA having some issues here. But now stuck in the mother bar. So whenever you see a big bar like this and you get stuck in the middle of it, oftentimes that's an avoid because the price discovery is going to start over again. Facebook and PayPal go to the lows as I speak. NEE here, that was another gapper coming down. And so if you go to here, 15, you're going to see this. The inside bar, the poke up, boom, back through previous range, rev strat, 122, take that out, then another inside 15er and down to the lows, so we'll see what comes of that. Facebook's still puking. EXPD, and EXPD, you can see up on the daily, it's had a nice run, but then they gap it up, and oftentimes that's exhaustion risk, right? Crowded trade. Everybody wants to be longs. Now long comes in. So we look for continuations to see if we can make that the outside bar because it's closer to doing that. Right now it's trying to firm up a little bit, but we'll see what comes in the future. Maybe we get an inside 60 out of that. Camping World. Ow. And Camping World does this. The outside day, then continued expansion. Remember, if they're willing to pay up, sell down, they might just keep doing it once they get control. And here it is, the 3-2 down here, which causes the outside weak. All right, stuff like that. So you can see here on your 60, the outside bar, then the inside, right here. Boom, it's over right there. Let's see, UPS. I was trying to go with FedEx, but UPS has already had a run. So once this started to come in, you got a nice 15er right here to continue that, so we'll see what comes of it. Once again, NVAX going to the highs. We got the Fed coming out, so be aware of that. And as always, all my videos here at Smith & the Black channel on TikTok are free, so come by and see me. That's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith & the Black channel here at TikTok with Strat Time Report.